Hello students, welcome to class 7th English. Students, in unit 4, let us read the story Leg Trap written by Manorama Jaffa. The main characters whom we come across in this story is Dhira, a shoe shine boy, one who polishes the shoes. Here we find a thief and the policeman. What exactly is a leg trap? Trap is you try to catch somebody, like you find some animals to be trapped. In the same way, here it's a leg trap. Let us see how the leg gets trapped and whose leg gets trapped here. Students, as I move on with the explanation, you need to refer to page number 55 to 58 in your textbook to read the lesson. Now, in the first and the second paragraph says that Dhira was a hard-working boy. The main character of the story here is Dhira. And who was he? Dhira was a shoe shine boy, a boy who used to polish the shoes of the people. He lost his father when he was very young and lived with his mother and sister. He was a hard-working boy, and after school he would sit near a cinema hall and polish shoes for a living. In order to live a life, he had to take care of the family, so he used to sit in front of a cinema theater and polish the shoes of the people who used to come around. And one day when it was a hot summer and Dhira sat under a tree counting his day's earnings. The money what he had collected after polishing the shoes for that particular day, he was counting the money, humming a popular tune. He was singing to himself one of his very famous popular tunes which he used to listen. And he overheard a passerby saying, some people moving around said that a thief has just robbed and escaped from the jewelry shop. Now, he hears somebody over saying that a thief had robbed the jewelry shop and had run away. Dhira stopped counting his money and he quickly put his money back into his pocket and asked the passerby when and where it had happened. By then the passerby said that just now he stole a gold necklace and managed to run away. They say he has a beard. So saying, the passerby went on his way. So how was that information? What was the information given? That the person who had stolen the necklace had run away and that man had a beard and he had a beard to look into his appearance. Let's now read on how Dhira gets involved in his work in paragraph 3rd and 4th. Now, when Dhira gets to know about the theft that had taken place in the jewelry shop, he was about to go to that jewelry shop to find out more details about it. By then, he gets a customer. A customer comes to him and says, "Boy, polish my shoes nicely. There's no hurry," he said, looking at his wristwatch. So there is a customer for Dhira to get his shoes polished by him. He says, looking at his wristwatch, the watch that is tied to the wrist of the hand. So you call it as a wristwatch. So, and the customer was wearing a pink shirt and a red tie. And he looked like a rich man. And he says that his shoes should be polished very nicely and he had no hurry for that too. And Dhira sat down immediately to polish his shoes, though his mind was still revolving round that theft. The man first put his left foot on the stand. If you have seen a cobbler polishing the shoes, you will know that there is a stand-like thing where the customer or the people who go to get their shoes polished keep their foot on that. So this man kept his left foot and Dhira with his yellow clothes started dusting that shoe quickly. Then he opened a tin, took out some polish and smeared as apply on the shoes with his brush and started shining the shoe. So he is busy with his work now. Let us now read how the customer loses his temper in paragraph 5th and 6th. Now, through the corner of his eye, Dhira saw two policemen approaching towards him, and he was very eager to ask them about the theft. But the customer seemed to have lost his temper. He got very angry and he started shouting at Dhira, "You silly boy! You are not doing your job well, he cried, glancing quickly at the policeman. Even the customer was looking at the policeman. Polish my shoes till they shine. There are still 5 more minutes for the show to be over. So he shouts at Dheera saying that to polish his shoes well because still 5 more minutes were left for the show to get over because he was sitting in front of the cinema hall. And Dheera was disturbed, and Dheera thought that this man should be an influential person, and he may even complain about Dheera to the policeman. Thinking so, he concentrated on his work, polishing the shoes. As soon as he was done with the left shoe, Dheera said, "The other shoe, sir." The man put his other foot on the stand. And now the man hurried up. He says, "Hurry up, fellow. There are only 2 more minutes for the show to begin." So now, as though it seemed like the man wanted to get into the cinema hall to watch a show, so he hurries up Dheera, asking him to polish his shoes at the earliest. Dheera finds something strange. This is the description given in paragraph 7th and 8th. Now, Dheera feels very funny at the customer's behavior because a moment ago he was in no hurry, but now he is in a great hurry. Dheera dusted the shoe quickly and applied some polish to it. As he was about to shine with this cloth, he found something sticking out of it at the back of a shoe. What can it be, thought Dheera, and he wondered. He bent his head to take a closer look at the shoes. My goodness, he says to himself. And by then the customer said, "That will do, boy, it's time." And taking his foot off the stand, the customer tries to move. Dheera continued to shine the shoe with the cloth while the man fumbled in his wallet for change. So what did he do? Dheera continued his work shining with the shoe, but then the man was searching for some coins in his wallet. Wallet is a purse, what men use it. So the man was ready to leave the place now. Let us see about Dheera's presence of mind in paragraph 9th and 10th. As soon as Dheera found that something sticking at the back of the shoes of the customer, he quickly tied the ends of the laces of the two shoes and got up without taking the coin the man held out and rushed to the policeman. So Dheera didn't even take the money what the man was offering to him. He just rushed towards the police. But before rushing to the policeman, what did he do? He tied the two ends of the laces of the shoes. Now, by then he could hear that man yelling at him, shouting, saying that, "Hey, I will get you, but what's happening?" So the man is screaming at him. At that moment, the man fell flat on his face when he tried to walk. He was not able to walk. He wanted to run behind the boy, but he fell down flat on the ground because both his laces of the shoe were tied together. While he was struggling to get up, Dheera was back with the two policemen. They caught hold of him. So the customer who had come to Dheera was caught. Finally, the jewel thief was caught. The person who had come to get his shoe polished was himself a jewel thief. This description is given in paragraph 11, 12th and 13th. Yes, he was the jewel thief. The gold necklace was found in his shoes and his beard in his pocket. He was finally taken to the police station. So the gold necklace what he had stolen was found in his shoes. He had hidden it in his shoes. And the beard what he had stuck, his appearance was with a bearded face. And that was in his pocket because it was an artificial beard which had stuck to his face. And finally he was taken to the police station. And of course, for this work of bravery, Dheera was praised for his presence of mind. Presence of mind is act at the situation, right situation. He was also rewarded by the police and even by the jeweler, the owner of that jewel shop. And his school also honored him with a medal for his bravery. Now, what message this lesson gives is that at the time of certain situations, you need to have the presence of mind and act accordingly to it.